Hello guys and welcome to my stereo gaming. I'm here once again with a tutorial for a game. This is Lord of the Rings War in the North. It's a very old game and I don't know why I'm still making a tutorial for it, but I gave it a demo and I think I want to give it a try, so it'll be a fine thing to start from. You know, there aren't many tutorials of this thing going around all over the internet. So once again I'm gonna re-announce the giveaway PS4 with any game chosen by the winner. But we have to develop an appropriate number of subscribers and the viewers, so if you guys can help for that, we'll be glad. We'll be like, you'll have more chance to be chosen. Help for that. So once again, my Studio Gaming going into the Lord of the Rings War in the North game. Ready to start? Well, there we go. Yeah, also to let you know, this is the first time I'm playing this game as well. I haven't even watched a gameplay video or anything, but just gonna take it out. There we go. Okay, all I know is that they're gonna... Oh, okay, I'm gonna calibrate skill. At the very level 0. Simple what? It's supposed to be visible but barely. Well, I'm honest. I'll do that if I need to. Oh, is that supposed to? Okay, so what I know is that this thing comes from the Lord of the Rings main story, and it's like Sam, Frodo, Gandalf, and all those people. They're not the only ones who were, you know, who actually contributed to getting the ring destroyed. It's like these three, they were in the background, you know, like considered like secondary characters. We're gonna play the game as all of them. So I think I would go with this. So am I supposed to select one? We're gonna do all of them. That is if we can. So I'll go with this go. Aerodan off, tuning, render, whatever. Okay, there we go. We're normal, right? Alright, select. Oh, what? Let's launch the game, of course. That's the reason I'm here. Really guys, I don't know anything much about this game, but let's see what I can get out of it. Yeah. One more thing, the mic quality is not so good. I'm using the headphones. If you hear noises in the background, please pardon me. Okay.
Of the Great War of the Ring, many songs have been sung and many tales told. The names of heroes like Gandalf the Grey, Aragorn the King, and Frodo the Ring-Bearer are greatly revered, and rightly so. Yet Sauron's grasp stretched much further than the lands of Gondor and Rohan alone, and his forces might have done great evil in the north of Middle-earth, had a handful of heroes not stood in his path. Their stories, too, deserve to be told. Pay heed now to one such tale, which begins here in the town of Bree, just a few short days before Frodo arrived on his quest.
That's Aragorn.
Aragorn. Eredon. Well met. And in company with Andriel of Rivendell and Farin of Erebor. An unlikely trio to find walking through the doors of the Prancing Pony. You were at Sarn Ford last I knew. Do you bear news from Halbarad?
Yes. Grim news.
I feared it would be so. Quickly, tell me what has happened, but keep your voices low. There are unfriendly ears, even here in Bree.
3 days passed. The guard at Sarn Ford was attacked by 9 black riders.
That's good.
Stand fast, Rangers!
We were overwhelmed, and the enemy passed into the Shire.
This is worse than I imagined. I know these riders. It is from Mordor they come. stand against the Nine together. How bad were our losses?
Very bad. We tried to resist them, but they were surrounded by an aura of unnatural dread.
There is more you should know. After the rout, one of the Black Riders met with an ally, a man of great malice and power.
Probably some of our secondary back over again. Because that's cool.
As our master commanded, I have stirred up the orcs
So
of the
someone who's
mountains.
speaking
Even
Orcish.
now I have a force gathering amid the ruins of Old Fornost.
Return at once and prepare your forces. We will have need of them soon.
My orcs will be ready. These lands have known peace for too long. They will soon feel the Dark Lord's wrath.
If this Agandar has a force at Fornost, then our position grows all the more desperate.
But why all this force against the peaceful halflings? It can't be the enemy sees them as a threat.
I will say this much. There is a hobbit of the Shire who should be coming this way with a great burden. If it falls into the hands of the enemy, it will mean doom for us all. Now this hobbit is adrift on the road with enemies all around. I must find him before they do. And I need you to help me keep him safe.
You are my chieftain. I will gladly do whatever you command.
I'm a part of this now as well.
Then we three are of one mind. How can we aid you?
She looks.
We must reduce the threat from the enemies gathered at Fornost. Travel there and do whatever you can to keep the enemy's eye turned towards you and away from the Shire.
Perhaps we will have help in this task. Eladan and Elrohir were in the north when last I heard. Any gathering of the enemy is certain to attract their attention.
Good. You could find no better allies than the sons of Elrond half-elven.
I hope we meet. But with or without help, the enemy will be kept busy. We'll make sure of that.
There was some intro, so let's get deeper into the game and see what we're gonna find out. Okay. Alright, the screen control does not clash up with the walls, does it? Like, can I see through the walls? I can't even go close to the walls. Okay, that's good. There's a barrier, you know. I'm just gonna roam around and check the graphics of this hardware. You know what, it's not as bad as I thought. Can I hide? Make a selfie screen. How to keep this world back. Alright, so you know what guys? I'm gonna be ending the video here just so I don't have to, go deeper into the quest without you guys knowing. And it's happier for us, it's easier for us, like if the videos are not too long. Convenient for you as well as me, I get to show more money and you guys get to save your time. So until next time, Studio Gaming here. I hope you guys keep playing, so bye.